In less than 1 week, 207 will be celebrating its 20th anniversary with a special 1-hour show. It's happening Wednesday, October 25th, right at 7 p.m.
As we prepare for that, we're looking back at some of our favorite stories from the past 2 decades. Now, in 2015, Caroline Cornish met a man who put on a special kind of theater show in Portland. Caroline was there as spectators arrived and saw a truly unique performance.
Every couple months, something special happens behind the doors of this Portland home.
It is this kind of secret. You find out about it through friends.
Strangers gather for the home-cooked meal that Polly Plimpton's been preparing all day. And her feast is really just the appetizer.
Feel free to react during the show.
Because Polly's son, David Warbeck,
So you can't have any fun.
puts on dinner theater like nothing you've ever seen before. Full musicals.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow.
Using action figures.
Haze on the meadow.
I think it's similar with everybody who comes for the first time. Their jaw drops open.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
David's memorized every line, every lyric. He runs the lights, changes the set pieces, all on his own.
I feel like I'm in completely another world, in time and space, and everything, like reality, is just far away.
Typically, David sings every single part, male and female, himself.
$50.
The show we checked out, Oklahoma, was one of the few that he's done with another person. His college friend from the Boston Conservatory of Music, Julianne Burmel.
Don't throw bouquets at me.
At rehearsal, we asked her about the first time she saw David perform.
And I was just captivated by it because he knew everything. He knew every line. He knew all the characters. He did different voices for the characters, so it wasn't monotone. It was just beautiful, really.
People will say we're in love.
David calls his work miniature stage production. Performing is a passion he's had since he saw The Phantom of the Opera at age 9.
I listened to the cast recording over and over again, and I had the whole show from memory, and doing these shows, it was the way I played as a kid.
I said, this is so great. You can have a conversation without talking. And he always preferred singing to talking.
Polly made David his first mini theater, complete with opera box seats and a curtain, for his home production of Phantom, starring Darkwing Duck as the Phantom, Snow White as Christine, and Hildy Hippo as the diva Carlotta.
It did have a working chandelier for a while, but then it broke after multiple times of crashing. But
And David realized his performances didn't just have to be child's play when he Googled toy theater one day and discovered miniature theater was actually quite popular in the 19th century. The theaters were mostly paper kit versions of popular plays. To this day, there are toy theater festivals. And yet,
I haven't found yet a toy theater or a miniature stage performer that does what I do.
the production value of David's shows has improved considerably since those early days. He now has boxes of action figures, mostly bought on eBay, that he uses to cast his shows.
My mom just finished the costume for this guy. This is going to be Judd Fry in Oklahoma.
And who was he originally?
He was, I think he's Little John from the Kevin Costner Robin Hood film.
The programs list understudies, too. After all, even action figures can and do break a leg from time to time. And David's mom not only makes dinner, she cooks up the sets for each show.
We're big on these, having a platform to put different set pieces on.
I love encouraging his passion, and I think it's really interesting what he does.
If I could make a career out of this, then I think I'd be very happy.
The trouble is that by necessity, miniature theater tends to require an intimate audience. And David knows he can't rely on his mom to open her home and her kitchen to the public forever.
as fun as it is doing it here, I know it probably stresses out my mom. I get stressed out a bit, and
So David is reaching out to some small venues around southern Maine and experimenting with big screen projection. He doesn't know where this passion might lead, but his audiences give him too much encouragement for him to give it up.
it really does take a lot out of me. But by the end, I'm feeling exhausted, but I feel the love that they have for these shows, and makes me feel great.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Former 207 anchor Caroline Cornish with that story. Beautiful piece of work. Oh boy, we got a lot of great stories in the vault, and we're going to be bringing a bunch of them to you a week from tomorrow. The 207 20th anniversary special, 1 hour long, starting at our usual time of 7 o'clock. Good stuff in the archives. We've been going through the archives for weeks, digging it out, and we really hope that you're with us, because it's going to be a pretty special night.
Yeah, lots to go through. All right, we'll be